Dear student, class 8, today I am going to discuss about the chapter 2, the rest part of lesson 8. Uh, the chapter named The Liberation War of Bangladesh. India recognized Bangladesh on 6 December, we know, but by that time joined Bangladesh India command was formed in the month of November. Joint command consisted of the member of Indian Army and Bangladeshi freedom fighters. Indian people of all levels extended spontaneous support and came forward to render all possible help in our liberation were most of the Indian political parties, non-government organizations, writers, artists, intellectual professionals all stood by the side of us. The Indian government introduced a new tax named refugee tax. What was the name of the tax? Refugee tax, to meet up the expense of Bengali refugee camps. 4,000 officers and soldiers of Indian armed forces sacrificed their life in the battlefield for the independence of Bangladesh. The then Soviet Union played a very significant role in favor of our liberation war. Soviet Union was with Bangladesh from the beginning till the end of our liberation war. Soviet President Podgorny wrote a letter to President Yahya in the beginning of the April to stop genocide in Bangladesh. Soviet Union always stood with us. Soviet Union decided to prolong ceasefire when war finally broke out on 3rd December. Their aim was to give joint command necessary time and opportunity. The Soviet Union used its right of veto in very important issue, veto in UN Security Council, to maintain ceasefire at any cost till the joint command could capture Dhaka. Their aim became successful. The government policy of United States supported Pakistan during the liberation war of Bangladesh. In the beginning, US government helped Pakistan by giving arms and support, but US opposition parties supported our liberation war. US government had to give financial support to Bengali refugees living in India under the pressure of internal opposition party. India-Pakistan war broke out on 3rd December in 1971. Since then, United States adopted anti-Indian pro-Pakistani policy. This role of USA went against Bangladesh at this time. USA sent the 7th Fleet to India Ocean to help Pakistan. But observing international reaction, USA then did not put the 7th Fleet to work. US also conducted diplomatic efforts for a ceasefire when Pakistan was on the verge of defeat and thus wanted to make our liberation war meaningless. But USA Parliament, Congress and many members of Senate, different newspaper, artists, writers, intellectual, politicians, people of all levels played a role in favor of liberation war of Bangladesh. USA artists, very important this line, look. US artist George Harrison conducted Bangladesh concert in New York, where the Bangladesh concert conducted. Where did the Bangladesh concert conduct? In New York. Who? George Harrison. He gave all the money obtained from the concert to Mujibnagar government. Renowned Indian artist Ravi Shankar also inspired and encouraged the people. The foreign pressmen started to collect information about the genocide and destruction done by Pakistan. They started this from the date when Operation Searchlight commenced from 25 March 1971. It is they who first spread the message of genocide and barbarity committed in Bangladesh to the outside world. Simon Green is a journalist of this type Pakistan government made some foreign journalists visit some areas of Bangladesh in the middle of 1971. Who was Simon Ring, a journalist? Pakistan government then asked them to make a positive report in their favor, but their attempt did not work. Having the spot idea of everything, they came to know all about atrocities of Pakistani forces, and they wrote about the fact. They made it known to world people by radios and newspaper. BBC journalist Mark Talley, who was the Mark Talley BBC journalist, and made news in favor of liberation war during the entire time. Besides, many Bengali journalists, though living in a occupied country, sent news outside at the risk of their lives. They had to pay a heavy price for this to the enemies. Nizamuddin and Nazmul Haq, two martyrs of 71, are the journalists of this, who was Nizamuddin and Nazmul Haq. Besides, Akashbani, BBC and VOA broadcast news in support of liberation war. Sangbad Parikrama, a news roundup broadcast by Akashbani, was a very popular program. Devdulal Bandyopadhyay became known to every house by reading out this news different program of Shadin Bangla Betar Kendo, including Bajrakantho and Charampatro. Very, very important this line. Inspired the listening during liberation war. At this time, M.R. Akhtar Mukul awakened Bengalis with the feelings of liberation war by reading Charampatra. Final war under the command of Joint Force. Liberation war was conducted sector-wise by Mujibnagar government. As a result of this, our freedom fighters could face the attacks of Pakistani forces with courage. From the month of May 1971, trained guerrilla fighters entered the country from June. When did guerrilla fighter entered the country? From June, and they staged heavy attacks upon the Pakistani forces. At this, Pakistani soldiers became defensive, and Indian forces began to help freedom fighters in the war field of the middle of November. On 13th November, two battalions of Indian soldiers built base with tanks at Jashore, Bangladesh, and Indian government formed a joint command. When did Bangladesh and Indian government form joint command? 21st November, with a view to launching stronger attack upon Pakistani forces. Indian forces that helped freedom fighters during the liberation war were called Mitra Bahini. The liberation war got a monument with the formation of joint command. Pakistan-India war broke out in December when Pakistani Air Force attacked some of the Indian air base on 3rd December. Then an attack started in Bangladesh border under the command of Joint Force. Air raid was also conducted side by side at different important places. India recognized Bangladesh as a sovereign country 6 December. Joint Force entered Jashore the next day, and the Jashore airport was occupied. During the next 2 days, on 8th and 9th December, Kumilla, Brahmanbaria, and Noakhali came under the control of Allied force. On 10th December, Hotel Intercontinental present Sheraton was declared as neutral zone. Which place declared the neutral zone? Hotel Intercontinental. And all foreigners and diplomats living at Dhaka were given shelter there. The British and citizens of other countries were evacuated by a special flight from Dhaka that day. Mymensingh, Hili, Kustia, Khulna, Rangpur, Rajshahi, Dinajpur and Sirajganj were liberated between 11th to 12th December. On which date Rangpur, Mymensingh, Hili, Kustia were liberated? 11th and 12th December. Last war of the Joint Force conducted air raid over different military settlement at Dhaka on 12 December, joint force started to proceed towards Dhaka from all directions. Meanwhile, Pakistani forces started to surrender in different war field on the border. Sycophant governor of East Pakistan, Dr. Malik, resigned out of fear and took shelter at neutral zone and Hotel Intercontinental along with his ministers. By 14 December, Pakistan force surrendered in almost all big towns and cantonments except Dhaka. The war of Pakistan force ended that very day. Dhaka city was then surrounded by joint forces. The surrender of Pakistani force was imminent. To facilitate the surrender, both sides agreed to a ceasefire up to 3 p.m. on which time actually surrender 3 p.m. on 16 December at the call of General Sham Monkesho, the commander-in-chief of Joint Force. Genocide and torture. The occupation Pakistani force conduct mass killing mercilessly during the entire 9 months, especially 25 March. They attacked cantonment, EPR, direction, police line, Ansar barrack. Kill at the first sight was the police policy of Pakistani force to Awami League leaders and workers. The minority Hindu community inside the country, people were seized. Many went to the hiding and remained hidden for the 9th month. Rajakar al-Badr and about 1 crore people were compelled to leave the country and take shelter in India. The Muslim League and Jamaat Islam leaders of the country formed Rajakar al-Badr al-Shams to help Pakistani force. The leaders of these forces were Motiur Rahman Nizami, Ali Hassan Mujahid, Qadir Mullah and Kamruzaman. They took position against Bangladesh. On 3rd December 1971, when the defeat of Pakistan force was almost certain, they made up a plan to Bangladesh barren of merit. According to this plan, they mercilessly killed greatest sons of the soil, intellectual, teacher, journalists, doctors, and prominent person killed on 10th to 14 December. Dr. Govinanda Chandra Dev, Shahidullah Kaisar, Dr. Jyotirmoy Gruho Thakur, Dr. Fazle Rabbi, Dr. Alim Chaudhry, journalist Nijamuddin, Sirajuddin Hussain, Ranada Prasad Shah, Nitun Chandra Singh, and politician Dhirendranath Datto, Mushir Rahman, writer Selina Parveen, Mehrun Nessa, Dr. Anwar Pasha, musician Alta Mahmud, and others. Actually, this genocide continued. We should have at least some idea about the nature of torture of Pakistani. Actually, the captured person was shot down after amputating the different parts of body one after another by hitting times of torture, to take out eyes, to break the head into pieces by hitting, to deform the face, to take out the heart by using bayonet and sharp knives. Lesson 11: Surrender of Pakistani forces. The liberation war of Bangladesh came to an end on 16 December 1917. Pakistani forces accepted their tragic defeat and surrender to the joint force that day, though we got our dear motherland Bangladesh. The function of surrender was headed by Lieutenant General Jagajit Singh Arora, the commander of the joint force, and Group Captain A.K. Khandokar, the deputy chief of Mukti Bahini, was present there as a representative of Mujibnagar government. The racecourse ground was overcrowded by the people to observe the scene of surrender. The atmosphere of Dhaka evoked with the sound of Joy Bangla, Lieutenant General Arora, Lieutenant General Niazi signed the document of surrender at the racecourse ground, sitting at the table under the open sky on behalf of their respective sides. 93,000 Pakistani soldiers were imprisoned. So, actually, support of people all over the world together result in the successful completion of a liberation war only in 9 months. Now we discuss the important CQ of this chapter. Look, a student of class 8 of a renowned school of Dhaka went to visit a museum. At first, they read some information written in the with the pictures of dead bodies in a room and came to know about the merciless killing of the horrifying night. In another scene, they saw the operation of war of the of a force that helped of a force that helped us at that time. At last, they became happy seeing the scene of signing the document of surrender by the commander of two countries. What is full form of NAP? The full form of NAP is National Army Party. Why did Mujibnagar government from advisory Why did Mujibnagar government form advisory board during the liberation war? Mujibnagar government formed an advisory committee of 6 members to provide necessary suggestion and guidelines to the government of independent Bangladesh. Maulana Abdul Hamid Khan Bhashani of the NAP, Professor Muzaffar Ahmed of the NAP, Comrade Moni Singh of the Communist Party, Sir Monoranjan Dhar of the National Congress, Tajuddin Ahmed, the Prime Minister of Bangladesh government, and Khandokar Mustaq Ahmed, Foreign and Law Minister of Bangladesh, were on the committee. Number C. Which incident of the liberation war is indicated by the picture that the student watched at first? Explain. The first incident of the stem indicate to the night of the March 25. In the stem, student went to a museum and saw pictures of dead bodies in a room. In the night of March 25, the Pakistan army swept on the innocent of the innocent Bengalis and made him victim of genocide. General Yahya Khan of Pakistan army ordered the genocide as father of the nation. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman declared independence of Bangladesh at that time. This merciless killing by Pakistani army was later named Operation Searchlight. The incident of March 25 sparked protest among the Bengalis and led them to snatch independence. Look, next creative, number D. Question number D. The incident exhibited at last part of the stream bears the success of the achievement of independence of the country. Evaluate. The incident exhibited at the last part of the stream bears the success of the achievement of independence of the country. Student in the stream saw the Pakistani instrument of surrender, which was a written agreement that enabled the surrender of the Pakistan Army Armed Force on December 16, 1971 at the Ramna Racecourse in Dhaka. This instrument of surrender ended the ongoing liberation war in Bangladesh, ensured the independence of the country. Lieutenant General A.A.K. Niazi, Joint Commander of the Pakistan Armed Force of East Pakistan, contingent and Lieutenant General Jagadish Singh Arora, Joint Commander of the Bangladesh-India Allied Force, signed the instrument aimed thousands of cheering crowds at the race course. Air Commander A.K. Khandokar, Deputy Commander-in-Chief of Bangladesh Armed Forces, and Lieutenant General J.F.R. Jacob of the Indian Eastern Command act as witness of the surrender. Following the incident, around 93,000 Pakistani troops and officials surrendered who were scattered here and there on Bangladesh territory during the Liberation War. Now I am going to discuss the second creative, Table 1, the event on the last day of the first week. Table 1, number 2, gathering of 10 lakhs people. Table 1, number 3, the presentation of the speech. Number 4, international recognition in 2017. Table 2, April 1971, established on the 10th day of month, leading the liberation war, conducting the daily activities, helping to free the country. What is Operation Searchlight? What is Operation Searchlight? Operation Searchlight was a pre-planned military operation carried out the Pakistani army to crush the Bengali nationalist movement in former East Pakistan in March 1971. Number B, why was the joint force formed? Explain. The joint force was established with a view to strengthening the attack on the Pakistani forces. According to the sector-wise plan of the Mujibnagar government, the freedom fighters of the country started their fight against the Pakistani forces from the month of May of 1971. After receiving training in June, Bengali guerrilla fighter attacked the Pakistani forces more vehemently in order to further strengthen the attack and achieve the victory. Mujibnagar government and the government of India jointly formed the Joint Commission on November 21, 1971. Number C, which matter of your text has been indicated? Table 1 indicated the speech given by Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman on 7th March. The first general election was held in 1970. Awami League won the election and preparing to form the new government. West Pakistan leader Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, along with the then President Yahya Khan, started a conspiracy against the process. Yahya Khan postponed the earlier announced convening of the General Assembly in Dhaka on March 1, which was to take place on March 3. The sudden postponed made the handover of power uncertain. Consequently, the Parliamentary Committee of Awami League declared an all-out non-cooperation movement against the Pakistani ruler. The undisputed leader of East Pakistan, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, did not accept such announcement. In that context, Bangabandhu delivered the historic speech on March 7 at the racecourse Maidan, which inspired all the Bengalis to participate in the Bengalis Liberation War. UNESCO has recently recognized the historic 7th March speech of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman as part of World Documentary Heritage by inscribing it in the International Memory of World Register. Number D. If the subject mentioned in table 2 was not formed, then Bangladesh would not be born. Do you agree? Give reason. The elected government in Table 2, Mujibnagar government played a significant role in the liberation war. Mujibnagar government was constituted at Mujibnagar to conduct the Bangladesh liberation war. It was formed on 10th April 1971. After the declaration of independence on 26 March 1971, the Mujibnagar government headed by Tajuddin Ahmed oath took oath on 17 April 1970 on Mujibnagar in Meherpur district. This government had also been known as Mujibnagar government in exile, as the activities of the government had been conducted from outside the territory of Bangladesh. Mujibnagar government was divided into 15 ministry and division. Moreover, some divisions were placed under the cabinet. The entire country was divided 11 sector and other subsector to conduct the liberation war. Accepting the request of the Mujibnagar government, India supported the independence of Bangladesh in this regard, provided training and arms to the Bengali freedom fighters. Additionally, Mujibnagar government sent diplomats to the important issue of the world, including Delhi, London, New York, Washington, Stockholm. Because of the effort put by the Mujibnagar government, many foreign nations recognized and supported Bangladesh during the war. Furthermore, Mujibnagar government adopted comprehensive plan to conduct the war properly and effectively. Bangladesh was divided into 11 sectors in order to conduct the liberation war more efficiently. Mujibnagar government also formed the joint command force with India. Because of this initiative, India could provide direct support to Bangladesh during the war, which helped Bangladesh to achieve victory in the end. Based on the aforementioned discussed, we can say the Mujibnagar government played a significant role in the Bangladesh liberation war. So read more and the discuss creative and the discuss chapter. Thank you very much.